Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Now, it is November 10th, 1944. We are just about on the outskirts of Berlin. We actually made it to the outskirts of the city, then we're driven back by furious German counterattack. We have the great and glorious Army Group Center pocket formed and have a general breakthrough in the Balkan states going right now. We have troops moving down into Greece and up through Albania, and we're going to surround Serbia right here. Now, it is getting into winter, which means we're going to be running into rough conditions, which means we need to think about what we're going to be doing for the winter. And I think what I'm going to be doing for the winter is trying to do our best to reduce the pocket. Ooh, look who's in here. The Großdeutschland division. We're going to be doing our best to try to reduce the pocket and organize things, because right now our order of battle is a absolute massacre. It is god-awful. I should just remember that there was some good infantry right around over here that we need to move back to where they need to be. Artillery, meh. You know what we could do with these? Move them on over here. Got some infantry divisions there that need support units. Let's see, let's actually grab this, this, and this, and this, and this, and move them over here as well. So, yeah, that's what's going to be happening. Winter is setting in. We're going to do our best to basically prepare for the grand finale, which means a lot of unit reorganization. I mean, we are definitely going to try to push up through this way, take out. I'm going to have to declare war on Croatia here. Oh, and these episodes are recorded way in advance at this point, and an episode just aired where I was talking about Bulgaria and how they didn't fall because they had an overseas VP that I needed. Somehow in my brain I managed to mix up Portugal and Bulgaria, and I've got about 15 comments from today telling me that, nope, there was just another VP over here that you missed. So, my bad. Alrighty, what are we gonna do down here? Just like that. Gonna keep on pushing. I'm gonna try to probably avoid a lot of combat in the winter. Let my reinforcements come, let reserves come. Ooh, that was a big battle actually right there. Oh, you know what? Right down over here. They are actually about to drive me back out of this province because of lack of supplies. Right here, going up through Romania, some of this Romanian territory, the supply situation is pretty critical. It's pretty ugly. But we do have... Let's actually look here. Here, upgrades, supplies. We do have a lot going into infrastructure, which is going to finish up in December. Well, at least the first run of it will finish up in December, so supplies are going to be coming up pretty soon. And what we need to try to do is really... There's so much stuff that needs to be fixed. I mean, look at this order of battle right here. Now, the easiest thing for me to do, actually, if we're going to be fixing our OOB right now, and I mean, it doesn't look like doing this is going to cause too much problems, would be to just grab this whole thing and go like this. Tell everybody to move right there. Then we can work with them. Looks like a couple of these are under attack. That one and that one. So we took those out. We should be able to do this. And that'll help us. I mean, I think there's only going to be one spot in the line where we're actually going to leave ourselves a hole, and that'll be easily plugged by going like this. What I'd really love to squish this pocket down, but I think they do have plenty of supplies as it is right now, yeah. They're going to take a while to run out of supplies, most likely. The pocket's only actually been closed off from its supply routes for a few days now, I think it's been. Ooh, 116 being wasted on reinforcements. We're gonna take this slow and methodical and try to not waste a lot of troops here. So this should be the end of Bulgaria. I think I did hit acquire territory on them enough. Wouldn't be able to change it until for a few more days. So if we just avoided taking that for a couple more days, we could add another war goal. And a couple people were actually asking me why instead of hitting conquer, I do acquire territory. And there is a very, very good reason for that. If you hit acquire territory on something, and then you beat that country, that land becomes yours, like up in here. This is all this Romanian land became mine. If you do conquer, you get occupied territory down here like this, with the hashtagged one. And occupied territory has a higher base revolt risk than your regular territory does. So hitting acquire, to just doing that bulky acquire territory thing over and over and over again, gets you a ton. It's a little more micromanagement heavy, but it gets you a ton of, well, a lot less revolt risk is what I'm trying to say. It's a lot more resources, leadership, supply throughput. I learned that as Germany. The supply throughput thing. I'm moving someone right there, that's fine. We're definitely going to have to start collapsing this down as soon as we possibly can, but it's going to be difficult. And all these guys are moving up. Yeah, I'm not really worried about the Germans breaking through. I got to figure out where I want these concentrations of troops to be, though. And clearly, one of them needs to be along the north coast here, just because it's simple. I could blast along the north coast here and basically get to the Kiel Canal and go up through Denmark, and that leaves a huge flank that I don't only have to worry about from one side instead of the other. But where do I want other troop concentrations to be? Do I want to just focus on? I don't think I'm going to need my entire damn army to take Berlin. Clearly, that'd be overkill. Actually, just canceled the movement there. I didn't necessarily want to do. Alright, what do we got right here? We got infantry right here. So we could take these infantrymen and start doing things like this. Tanks, we can move down this way. Move all this infantry down here, actually. I wish I had spent more time trying to keep my order of battle intact, because that is something... A nice, clean OOB is something I really do enjoy in this game, but, you know, it was very difficult to try to do that as the Soviet Union. We lost about... Oh, right here. Again, not a big deal. We lost right here. 22,000 to 1,800. We lost over here. Oh, apparently all these... We were attacking them? The hell happened? What the fuck was I doing? That was a waste of lives. It was an unfortunate waste of lives. Oh, they're attacking me right here. Not really concerned about... You know, fighting the Japanese is definitely not a concern of mine. Definitely not something I'm, you know, losing sleep over. So this is the 2nd Garrison Army. There's tank. There's this. Guards Airborne. You know what, we can just get rid of this, because I actually disbanded the airborne troops. I don't use airborne troops. I don't use them. I find them to be a colossal, colossal waste of time. A huge waste of time. I mean, anything... They're just... They take like a 50% organization hit when you drop them. Which is huge. Absolutely huge. I'm gonna try to organize this a little bit. And that's this army right here. Just trying to organize things a little bit. As best as I can. Wish there was an easier way to keep your order of battle intact. I mean, basically you have to manually control it or bust. And I'm trying to do this manual like right now to make sure that we like right here that would leave gaps in the line by doing it there, but that's okay. And move those guys off. Let's see, then we'll put you right here. Move you right there. Why don't we take the poles and no, right here. Take the poles and move them up right here real quick. Because I'm starting to take pretty big hits to my command structure. You know the unit bonuses by people being all messed up. So we're just going to organize it because nobody's anywhere close to being organized anymore. Oh yeah, like look at this. Look how far spread apart these guys are. So we'll just move during the winter while there's those defensive bonuses. We'll go through and we'll do this. I wonder what battle this is. I mean, there's not much going on down here. It's a garrison. They're fighting me right. Oh, they're fighting me to the death right there. That was one of the guys that broke. Yeah, whoo! Dude, look at that. Let's just fall back to Stenton here. Do we want to fall back to our side of the Oder? Or do we want to try to hold on to you know what? We have... let's try to hold on to this province if we can. But we will fall back to Stettin for the winter. Yeah, that was oodles and oodles of Panzer Grenadiers there. I don't know where they got them all. I don't know where they got all those guys. But we actually have a ton of troops moving in here. And you guys, you can try to break out of the pocket all day and all freaking night for all I care. Because it's not going to get you damn anywhere. It is not going to get you anywhere. And I think it's almost time to try to take more land from the Bulgarians here. Almost. We needed to wait till the 18th. The 18th is just about on us. Yeah, look how far removed from each other some of these units are at this point. Did they abandon parts of their line? Looks like they did. We could also try bombing. Do we have strategic bombers placed up here still? Well, I had strategic bombers. I don't know where they went. A lot of people keep telling me, you know, I should use my Air Force more. Oh, God, I hate the Air Force in BlackICE. It doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, we only got some medium bombers right here. We could try going like this and doing logistical bombing, and like sucking that in a little bit so it's not too crazy, and just seeing if they'll do anything. The problem with bombing is that units get so shot up so easily. They get so few runs in before they're just gone. Well, we could try that for a little while and see what happens. We'll try it for a little while. A lot of unit movement during the winter, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I just want my order of battle to be pretty again. It's so hideous at the moment. It's fucking awful. Right, they're attacking me up here. We are actually retreating, so I'm okay with that. Wow, we lost 3,000 men in that. How are they not suffering combat debuffs from attacking like this? I mean, shouldn't it be basically impossible to attack in the middle of November? Thought it would be. So January, December 11th, a lot of these will finish up. These units probably shouldn't have any supplies. No, they don't. And we could probably just put garrisons up at here in these ports now. Prevent anybody from landing. Or do we want to leave real infantry up there? Why don't we leave the real infantry up here? Let's see here. Let's see. Trying to get this a little bit better. Not much. Only so much I can do, but we'll try to make it. We're definitely going to have a massive concentration of troops at Berlin. Massive, massive, massive. Oh, and it's the 18th and 19th. Kind of slipped my mind, even though we've been talking about it for a while. Let's see. So we want to go to diplomacy, add war goal, acquire territory, last region. There we go. We should be able to do the rest now, too. Austria. Liberate Asia, puppet, install communist. Liberate Asia. Mr. Duvall in position she was seized and occupied all the territory of Japan and taken Chinese would be restored to the China Republic of China. No, we're not going to do that. Romania, Croatia, Serbia. Oh wait, I'm still on. Just want to make sure as much of these as I can are in there. I don't think I got anything in here. Puppet. Install communism. Is that actually going to do anything? I don't think it'll do anything. Oh, they brought in some more units there, apparently. They're probably just moving guys around is probably what that was. I think that's what that was. They were just moving guys around. Alright, what is our defense modifiers? Pretty high. Their attack modifiers are pretty good, though. They wearing themselves out? How do they have so many goddamn Panzer Grenadier divisions? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Alright, 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 alright. Alright, you got crushed. Well, these guys who are moving in, if they're just sitting here for now, we can actually get them over there. And they're not going to be too far off, so it'll be easy to work with them. How do they still have so many troops? It doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. Absolutely insane how many troops they have. And how they're still able to launch assaults during the freaking middle of winter. Alright, so let's get Bulgaria out of this now. Oh yeah, there's nobody in these units. They're empty. They're empty units. So we can just basically overrun them. Yep. There's one more unit here, right? Yep. Yep, there's nothing there. So Bulgaria will be ours. Moving on into Greece. There's no resistance down here. There's nobody to stand in my way, which means what we're gonna do is mass on the Croatian border, declare war, fly on through. Oh, that's gonna open up a lot of frontage, isn't it? That really is gonna open up a lot of frontage. Alright, so are we actually holding them off here? Kinda? Looks like barely. Yeah, we got more units moving in there. That's okay, though. Oh, the combat in this area is going to be intense, and they are pushing me back from the Oder really easily. Come on now, this is... They have attack modifiers so goddamn high. Absolute insanity. Okay. I don't know how the Germans are able to... God damn it! How are they able to do this? How can they launch assaults in the middle of winter? Well, it's not the middle of winter. It's late fall, but still, come on. Is there no what? There's no... It's frozen in mud. Frozen mud. Breaking out of their damn encirclements with ease, apparently. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a little frustrating. But a unit, these guys in the pockets, and they're having so many brand new units just flooding in out of nowhere. I've overrun huge portions of their industrial base, and apparently they've still got infinite resources, infinite manpower, which is awful. Oh my god, that's so annoying. The infinite manpower thing just makes this so unentertaining. They're gonna get across the river before I can move into that province, I think. Thankfully, we got tons of units over here coming on in. So what do we do? Just absorb the blows for now. And we haven't made it in there yet? We haven't made it in there yet. That's what's going on. I was about to say, how's Bulgaria still alive? We haven't made it in there yet. Marching in through Greece. Any resources in Greece worth taking? Yeah, some. Not a lot, but some. Come on, you guys can get in there and force Bulgaria to capitulate. And there we go. Whoa. Why does Bulgaria exist? What is this? So the acquired territory I put on Bulgaria was just this little slot right here. They're not a member of the Comintern. They're still a member of the Axis, apparently. What? What is that nonsense? I even had Conquer on them too, I'm pretty sure. What the hell is that? Third army shattered. Why was an army in combat? Did that say 600% or 60%? 600%. Alright, well, let's crush these guys. Support attack. Move right there. Wipe out that division. How we doing here? Well, they're taking heavy casualties, and we got a lot of troops we can move in here if we need to. What the hell? How are they... Alright, I'm gonna have to end this episode pretty soon because I'm getting extremely frustrated between Bulgaria, which just baffles me how that happened. When can I declare war on them again? I have a truce with them till when? I can't tell. How do you know when a truce is over? And all their units still exist. Are these people, or are those expeditionary forces? No, they're not all expeditionary forces. So they're... I beat them. You know what this means? It means my supplies aren't going to go through there. It means I can't supply these guys. Oh, that is so... Alright, calm down, Ben. Calm down. I'm kind of perplexed how the Germans are able to launch such effective counterattacks November of 1944. When they should have basically... They should have basically nothing. I'm starting to feel like when their units get wiped out, they just rematerialize back in. Like, when I surround them and wipe them out, they just rematerialize back in Berlin. Because I keep seeing units that I know I've destroyed. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I see units all over the place that I know I've destroyed, sometimes multiple times, still in combat. Look, I know I destroyed the Grossdeutschland division. That's right there. I know I destroyed the Panzer-Lehr division at least twice, and it appears. I know several specific Panzer divisions have been destroyed multiple times, and they're still on the map. And I cannot for the life of me figure out how the Germans are able to... All these units just came out of nowhere. Where did they come from? How do they have hundreds, literally hundreds, of mechanized divisions? Just completely fresh. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hang on to this side of the Oder for right now. So we are going to fall back to the far side. Far side of the Oder. Which I'm really not happy about. I can't fathom how they're able to launch assaults across the river into prepared defenses in November. How's my defense modifier for some of these units only like 500%? Experience, combined arms. You know what, maybe it's because... Maybe I'm missing a bunch of command potential. Maybe that's what's the problem is. I know someone's gonna point it out to me and it's gonna be something obvious. We're gonna be able to hold on to that crossing right there. With the front. Like, I'm doing nothing but losing massive amounts of troops at the moment, which is kind of infuriating. What did I just finish up? It's this one right there. Huh. Like, they're just ripping through these units like they're not even there. I'm barely doing anything. 17,000. What? How did it... Ugh. Okay, guys. I'm gonna have to end this episode right here because I'm becoming increasingly infuriated with BlackICE. It's really starting to get out of my nerves. Between this Bulgaria thing, the fact that Germany is materializing these divisions out of goddamn nothing. That they're able to launch such massive counterattacks. Are there even weather conditions over here? There's no weather conditions over here. Thought it would be a little rougher in frickin' almost December. But apparently not. So what am I missing here? Leader skill, probably leader skill. No, the combined arms, leader skills there. There's gotta be something I'm missing out on big time. Like, their attack modifiers are bigger than my defense modifiers. That's insanity. That is absolute insanity. Alright, folks, we're gonna leave this episode here. I was planning on doing a couple more recordings right after this one, but I think I'm gonna hold out on that and pick this up tomorrow because I'm a little too frustrated at the moment to continue on with that. I'm sure someone's gonna point it out in the comment section after the fact, and I'm sure it's going to be something obvious that I'm missing. Maybe it's the fact that for some reason I don't know why this army was even in combat. How it got into combat or how it broke, because it wasn't supposed to be anywhere near the front lines. But I'm just completely at a loss as to why the Germans are able to mount this. Like, where are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... And that is just one attack, 11 brand new, fresh divisions. Like, the first Panzer Division, I know I've destroyed several times as well. I keep saying, I just gotta... I'm seriously thinking right now that when units are destroyed for the Germans, for the AI, they just go back to the capital. They get reinforced and go back into combat. I don't think they're actually destroyed. Like, look at that, Panzer Lehr Division. Right there, in the pocket. It was destroyed in this pocket, and here it is. Wow. Anyway, okay, guys, okay. All right. If you have enjoyed this episode, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time.